A Cook County judge will hear arguments Wednesday for the resentencing of a man who has already spent years in prison for opening fire on a CTA bus and killing a teen who was shielding his friend from the gunfire. Michael Pace, now 27, was initially given 100 years in prison after pleading guilty to the 2007 killing of Blair Holt, a student at Julian High School. Pace was aiming for a gang rival but missed, killing Holt and wounding 4 other students and drawing outrage across the city. At a 2009 sentencing, Judge Nicholas Ford made extensive comments about Pace's character and the problem of gun violence in the city, remarks an appeals court ultimately said were improper. "It is my hope that this sentence serves 2 masters," Ford said. 1. That it is retributive, and 2. That it is a message to those people in those dark alleys. That people like you and I outnumber them by thousands and millions. An appeals court threw out Pace's sentence in 2015 and ordered that Pace be resentenced by a different judge. On Wednesday, witnesses are slated to testify before Judge Matthew Collin, who is expected to make a final decision about sentencing at a later date, according to Tandra Simonton, a spokeswoman for the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. Pace faces a sentencing range of 32 to 100 years, Simonton said. Pace, a reputed gang member who was then 16, opened fire on a gang member with whom he had long feuded, Cook County prosecutors have said. Holt, an honor student on his way home from classes, was killed as he used his body to shield a friend, authorities said. The shooting was captured on bus surveillance video. Michael Pace pleaded guilty to the 2007 fatal shooting of Blair Holt on a CTA bus. Michael Pace pleaded guilty to the 2007 fatal shooting of Blair Holt on a CTA bus. At Pace's sentencing in 2009, Ford referred to Holt, his family and others as members of the 99% and heroes, but said he saw Pace as in that 1%, that makes a life for the rest of us a living hell, the appeals court noted. The judge also said people like Pace are not going to define the city that I am from. The Holts, their son, the other children on that bus, they define who I am. And there aren't enough bullets being made to silence the voices. No amount of guns and no amount of young punks and no amount of gang members are ever going to find enough dark corners and dark alleys to hide in, because there are way more of us than there are of them. Although the appellate judges in 2015 said they recognized the brutality of the crime and the emotional nature of the nearly 3-hour-long sentencing hearing, they said they had no choice but to order a new sentencing hearing before a new judge. The trial court's extensive remarks show that the judge considered much more than just the facts of the case and the mitigating and aggravating factors, said the unanimous ruling written by Judge Matthias W. Delort. As a result of these errors, defendant was denied a fair sentencing hearing. M. Crapo at ChicagoTribune.com. Twitter at Crapo.